What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be walking you guys through the Kalshi bot setup. And this is the Kalshi bot on momentumodds.com. That is where you can track all of your prediction market trades, everything you need. Okay, so tonight we have the NBA games. We have the San Antonio Spurs, Minnesota Timberwolves, and then we have the Cavaliers versus the Pistons. So, two good games, playoff games, and so we should have a good night, okay? All right, so first things first, right? You want to go to momentumodds.com and then you want to hit the open terminal button. Once you are authenticated and you are on this tier, you can now set up your signals, and yeah, you can do that. So we have a webhook. Here's where you enter your domain. Okay, it is important to note that you can use like a ngrok domain or whatever on your custom Mac, and I'll actually walk you guys through like the complete guided vibe code guide for this. Okay, and first off is the API docs, right? So here's where we have the signal delivery, tracking, all of this. So what we're going to do is put this into ChatGPT and then tell it to vibe code you a bot to run and hold your Kalshi wallet. And watch this. All right, so we have it executed now as a prompt on ChatGPT. I just said create a guide for my wallet that will run locally and execute these signals. And then I copied and pasted the API docs onto here, okay? So here's a bit of the system architecture, right? So you have Momentum Odds API where we are giving you the signals, and then you have your local signal engine, and this is your MacBook, your computer, whatever you have that fetches these signals, provides a score filter, risk checks, exposure, whatever, and then you have the execution layer on top of that. So then it would obviously create your simple folder with its structure, and as it goes, here are your n variables that you're going to have to get, okay? So whether it is Telegram or Kalshi, you're going to have to get the API keys from them on your own page. And then you use a environment variable. Make sure you are using environment variables so nothing gets hacked or you don't give away this information to somebody accidentally. Make sure you install your dependencies, and then yeah, it's pretty straightforward in terms of creating it, as well as creating a risk management system, things of that nature. So yeah, and we can go back. Okay guys, so once you have your bot set up locally to run, you have all your commands set up, everything squared away, now we can start looking for the signals. So this is the sportsbook correlation. And what this does is it takes our signals that we have from Momentum Odds with over 60 plus sports books, all of them hitting on certain games. And this tells us the directions they are moving in relation to prediction markets. So this game right here tells us it is about a 74 out of 100 in terms of pullback and avoid. So it's one of those we want to wait a little bit and before we actually set up signals on this to happen. And so we have a recommendation of a momentum bracket right here. But with our position scout already, that's something that we don't want to necessarily look into at this moment. Okay, so now we have the Phillies versus the Pirates. We have a weight pullback score on this one, so we can actually set up a momentum bracket for this. I had already set them up, but I actually like my signals a little bit higher in terms of taking profit. So in order to do that, you just hit add new alert, and then you go to the take profit right here. All of these you can be used to send via webhook, etc., etc. All of these positions you can use to be put in will send directly to your webhook, which we'll have set up. Mine is already set up and it runs locally, and so this trade will be done locally on my device from the vibe coded bot that we had earlier. So yeah, I mean that's what we got cooking right now, guys. And these NBA games, I'm definitely going to wait for them to start before I enter any signals for that. But this is the new way to trade right now, guys. And I think that this is definitely the future of prediction markets and markets in general. And I'm looking forward to it, and I'm leading the way. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to DM me. Let me know. Shoot me a message anywhere, and I'll be looking at it. But yeah, guys, I'll catch y'all in the next one.